How's it going, everybody? Shaun here. Welcome to my August 2018 update for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now, before I begin this video, I do want to apologize for posting this just a little bit late, but the reason why is because I went through a few things before recording this episode. First off, I was sick. Second, my work opportunities. And third, stuff happening at home. So I do apologize in advance for posting this super late for August, so there you go. My original intent was to break up August into two separate videos, but I later decided to keep it as one whole video, and the reason why is because we got announcements for the different mazes this month, so I decided just to keep it as one video instead of two. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this update. Now, I'm not sure if this is 100% accurate, but the maze that's located right next to Waterworld is going to be Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Now, in case you are wondering, no, this has nothing to do with the recent Halloween film that was released this year. And as you're probably aware, Michael Myers is no newcomer to Halloween Horror Nights because he's had mazes here in the past. As of right now, I have absolutely no idea what scare zone is going to be placed outside of the Universal Plaza. However, we do have an official announcement as to what maze is going to be featured inside the plaza and next to Mel's Diner, and that's going to be Universal Monsters. This is the long-rumored maze that was going to be featuring the classic Universal Monster characters. And as stated before, I am super excited about this particular maze. I think what kind of gave it away was the electronic device that's featured outside of the second part of this maze, right next to Mel's Diner. This maze will include some of the classic monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman. I've seen images of the Bride of Frankenstein and the Invisible Man. So this is going to be a fun maze, and I'm really excited about this. If you remember from many years back, they used to have a scare house known as the House of Horrors, and that, my friends, was a lot of fun. As we all know, the Walking Dead walkthrough attraction will be open during Halloween Horror Nights this year, minus the helicopter facade that was featured outside of the maze. As far as I know, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem will not be open during Halloween Horror Nights. In fact, I don't think it's ever been open during Halloween Horror Nights. There will be other attractions open during the event, but I will get to those in a little bit. As I have previously stated, Halloween Horror Nights will not be featuring the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now, I do have other reasons and explanations as to why, but since it's not out there in the public, I decided not to include it in this video. Now, there was a little bit of confusion in my previous update, so I'm going to say this right now. It will not be open during Halloween Horror Nights in the evening. However, for the daytime guests, it will be open during the morning and afternoon hours. But when Halloween Horror Nights starts up at 5 p.m., it will be unfortunately closed. Springfield will once again be open and will be featuring the Treehouse of Horror soundtracks. This also means that the Simpsons ride will be open during Halloween Horror Nights. Before we head down to the lower lot, I do have one announcement to make about what's going to happen at the special effects stage. Yes, the Jabberwockies will be returning for their 4th season at Halloween Horror Nights. I am sad to report that by the time you're watching this video, Jurassic Park will not be open during Halloween Horror Nights because it will be closed for good. As we all know, this will be closed for an entire year to make way for a new attraction known as Jurassic World. For the past several years, the extended queue of the Jurassic Park River Adventure has been used to feature houses for Halloween Horror Nights, but this year it will not be featuring it because it will be closed off to the public. However, this is kind of an interesting twist. I recently learned that Jurassic Cafe will actually be open during Halloween Horror Nights because it will be used as a separate dining option in case people get hungry and want to get a burger. So, there you go. Jurassic Cafe will still be open during Halloween Horror Nights. The other attractions that will be open during Halloween Horror Nights will include Revenge of the Mummy and Transformers The Ride 3D. The next maze that was announced earlier this year was Trick or Treat, and this one is going to be located right next to Revenge of the Mummy. It was also announced that there will be a special scare zone for Trick or Treat. Now, if they were smart, I would place the scare zone on the lower lot along with Trick or Treat the maze. Why? Because it'd be like its own area for Trick or Treat. You go into the maze and you come out into the scare zone. Or if you're coming into the lower lot, you would go through the scare zone first and then hit the maze and then return back into the scare zone. It's almost like you going through this loop from a scare zone to a maze, scare zone, maze, you know what I mean? All for Trick or Treat. It would make sense that way, right? Now, I cannot skip this maze at all because it will be the largest maze ever at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, and that will be Stranger Things. This will be located in Soundstage 29, directly behind Transformers The Ride. Get ready for this one, folks, because this will be a gigantic maze because it is in a soundstage. It's going to be a lot of fun, and trust me when I say this, it's probably going to be scary. Heading out to the back lot, we have 3 other mazes. We have the Horrors of Blumhouse Chapter 2, which is the sequel to the Horrors of Blumhouse from last year, which featured Happy Death Day, Sinister, and The Purge. Poltergeist will be placed where Saw, the games of Jigsaw, will be placed last year. The first Purge is going where Asher's Evil Dead was located. That was the maze I worked at. Last but not least, let's talk about the Terror Tram. There was some speculation that the Terror Tram might not be featured this year, but guess what? It is here, and it's back with a vengeance. It's called Terror Tram, Hollywood Harry's Dread Time Stories. It says on the website that it's going to be a demented rendition of Harry's 1950s television show. Again, I have no idea who Hollywood Harry is, so sorry if I'm spoiling it or getting fans upset, but you know what? I have no idea who he is. I apologize, but I do know he's a demented clown and all, so yeah. And that's the update for August 2018 for Halloween Horror Nights. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Be sure to check out my previous updates from Universal Studios Hollywood, like my weekly updates and even my updates for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm pretty sure I'll have an update for September as well, so be sure to be on the lookout for that one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as I say in Hollywood, that, my friends, is a wrap.